Good morning and welcome. This is Pastor Lucy Painter with your daily insight, and we continue with our topic for the week, Boundaries, Day 4. And we have been discussing types of boundaries. And today I want us to talk about a type of boundary which is very basic and very important, and this involves other people. There are two reasons why we need other people to help with boundaries. The first is that your most basic need in life is for relationship. And we need people to help us maintain boundaries. And in this, I was studying the life of Jonathan and David. In the book of 1 Samuel chapter 18, you find that Jonathan, who was the son of the king Saul, becomes David's friend. And King Saul is jealous of people's love for David, and he tries to kill him. But Jonathan loves David. And because of the love that Jonathan loves David with, he intervenes. And in chapter 19, we find that he tries to persuade his dad not to kill David. And in chapter 20, we find that Jonathan goes to an extra mile in setting boundaries. He goes to an extra mile. He realizes that he's not in control of what his dad may do to David. And so because of his friendship and his love for David, he goes an extra mile and warns David and tells David, you know what? My dad intends to kill him. And in that time, they even make a covenant. And Jonathan reveals and tries to show David exactly the plans that his dad has against him. And it makes David make a decision. The revelation empowers David to make a decision to run for his life. And we find that even when he is running and hiding, if you read in 1 Samuel 23, you find that David is strengthened by Jonathan while hiding from Saul. So we need other people to maintain and to help with our boundaries. And when we talk about this, I know that there are many people who suffer so much because they want to put up with abuse because they fear that their partners will leave them and they will be alone if they stand up to them. And fear of being alone keeps many in hurtful patterns for years. And they are afraid that if they set boundaries, they will not have any love in their lives. And this is something that has made many people remain hurting, because they are afraid. And I want to ask you, in your circle of friends, are there people around you that need help to set up boundaries? Are there people around you that just need that extra push, that just need that extra help? Just like Jonathan, David could not believe it, that for real, Saul was set out to kill him. But when the son of Saul revealed it and showed him the truth, his eyes were open. And when he knew that he was not alone, there was a plan of escape. There was somebody who was there to support him in hiding. There was somebody to give provision to him when he's running for his life. He gathered courage to run for his life. So before you judge somebody because they are not able to stand up against somebody who is maybe mistreating them or abusing them, maybe all they need is a little help in maintaining or setting up boundaries. And the other reason we need other people is that because we need new input and we need teaching. We need people to teach us. We need to learn from other people. So it is very, very much important to incorporate other people. No one is an island. No one is an island. No one is an island. And we find that sometimes because of going through so much heartache, betrayal, abuse, sometimes we tend to separate ourselves, isolate ourselves, but no one is an island. In this process of setting up boundaries and maintaining boundaries, we need other people. We need other people to help us. The other type of a boundary that I would like us to talk about is emotional distance. Emotional distance is a temporary boundary that you give your heart the space it needs to be safe. And it is never a permanent way of living. And this happens to people who have been in an abusive relationship and they need to find a safe place to begin to thaw out emotionally. So maybe you have been in an abusive relationship. Maybe you have been in a very bad place, when you've been in a bad place and you need time to know where to start. It is important to get this type of boundary, the emotional distance, and it is temporary, where you just give your heart a space. Say, I need my space to heal. I need my space to figure out how to go about the mess I'm in, how to go about what I'm going through. So remember, these are two types of boundaries that we have learned today. And look around the people in your life. We need other people in setting boundaries, maintaining boundaries, and we also need emotional distance as a type of boundary which is temporary. That is not a way to live. It's not permanent. So if you gave yourself emotional distance, don't do it forever. It shouldn't be forever. May God bless you. May you become a Jonathan for somebody today. In Jesus' name. Shalom. This is Pastor Lucy Painter with your daily insight. This is Boundaries Day 4.